time. It's a matter of time before that comes down.
Huge flames consume a vacant Catholic church in Philadelphia's Tacony section. Crews now fear the stone front of the house of worship could come crashing down. Good evening, I'm Joe Holden. We begin with that 2-alarm church fire. Crews remain on the scene all these hours later tonight, still addressing hotspots. Chopper 3 was over the former St. Leo's Roman Catholic Church. The substructure exposed, what were walls and a roof, mostly now gone. This is at Keystone and Unruh in Tacony, the church last used in 2019, according to Archdiocesan records. Alicia Roberts is live at the scene with the very latest and reaction from neighbors. Alicia.
Joe, good evening to you. The historic steeple across St. Leo's is one you may have seen if you've traveled along I-95 near Cotman Avenue. It, along with the shell of this church, is all that remains tonight. Fire gutted the building earlier Sunday evening. This as the Tacony community comes together to remember.
It's sad. It's just really sad.
Eyewitness video shows the massive fire that engulfed St. Leo the Great's church building on Mother's Day.
So we do know that it did start in the church and spread over.
Crews were called just after 5 p.m. When they arrived, the fire and heavy smoke could be seen from the front of the historic church. It also partly damaged the rectory next door.
It was quickly upgraded to 2 alarms.
More than 100 firefighters hosed down the church, which hasn't been used for services since 2019, from the ground and overhead for hours. What's left is now just the frame and iconic steeple.
I'm still surprised that the wall's still standing.
Where so many gathered so many times before.
My mom was married in this church.
We went to school here,
Yeah.
but I came back to teach for 15 years.
We did everything at this church and parish, and I'm still friends with most of the people that I grew up with.
Sunday night, the community came together one last time to remember a place known as the heart of Tacony.
St. Leo's is more than that building. It's a family.
It meant a lot to a lot of people.
Now, fire crews remain on scene. They'll be here all night. There is a concern that that steeple could come tumbling down. They have the area blocked off for cautionary purposes. Meanwhile, the rectory next door is now home to 4 people. Those residents have been displaced tonight. The Red Cross is helping those. This as fire officials still work to determine what caused that massive fire today. Reporting live in Tacony, Alicia Roberts, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Alicia, thank you.